Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine in your houses. I am also fine, students. Okay, come back to our lesson. In third lesson, we are learning how to prepare the journal entries. Okay, before we learn with the examples, now today let us learn about the types of journal entries. Okay, many around 7 types are there. Okay, just I will explain each and every one. Okay, first one, single entry. Okay, what is single entry? Here, only two accounts will be affected for a transaction. Okay, for a transaction there will be only two accounts. Either one will be debited, the other will be credited. Only two accounts will be affected. Okay, then that is single entry. Okay, so for example, cash account debtor to capital account. Okay, that he commenced business with the cash. So only two accounts are involved in that for a particular transaction. Then opposite of this single entry is compound entry. Previously we have learned that minimum two accounts must be involved. There may be more than two accounts. Okay, if the transaction involves more than two accounts, then that entry is called compound entry. Okay, one must be debited and one must be credited. Here, more than one, two accounts, either it may be debited or it may be credited. That entry is called compound entry. Okay, then the third one is opening entry. Opening entry. Here, at the end of the financial year, we will prepare the balance sheet. Okay, at the end of the financial year, that means 31st March 2019, financial year. Okay, maybe the business year, maybe calendar year at the 31st December. Okay, then what they do, they will, all these balance sheet items must be written as the opening entry in the next year beginning. Okay, next year beginning, they will transfer that, we will write all the balance sheet items. Here asset will be debited. Okay, all the assets account must be debited. All the and the liabilities will be credited to assets account debtor to liabilities account to capital account. Here the equation is what? Asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. So it will be equal. This debit will be equal with the credit one. Okay, so they will write with this one only, they will start the next year. For example, cash account balance, we have cash in hand 10,000. With this 10,000 only, the first day of the next year will be starting. Okay, so all the that closing balance sheet items will be written as the opening entry. This you will learn in the 6th chapter. Okay. And the opening entry, what is the opposite of opening entry? Closing entries. Here, closing entry is what we have to prepare, all the ledger account balances. For example, the nominal accounts. Okay, the nominal accounts. Nominal accounts. Here, they will debit all the expenses and losses. Must be debited. All the income and gains will be credited. Okay. Then this will be transferred to the profit and loss account. Okay, that is the end. So that is called actually closing, that transferring entry. One more entry they will prepare. This is the closing entry. So all the ledger account balances, especially the nominal account balances, will be entered as the closing entry. What they will do, they will debit all the expense and loss and they will credit all income and gains. Okay, This also we will learn in the 6th chapter. Okay, now single entry, compound entry, in this lesson itself we will learn. These two in the 6th lesson. Okay, then 5th one, rectifying entry. Rectify, what is the meaning? Rectifying, correcting, isn't it? So if there is any error only, we need to correct, isn't it? So the errors, correcting errors is called, we have to do through the preparation of rectifying entries. Okay, so that's why it is called rectifying entries. We cannot, the error itself, then and there we cannot rub and write as we do. Okay, if there is a mistake made in the trial balance or in the at the time of posting, instead of posting 500 rupees, we have posted as 5,000. No problem, but there they will write as rectifying entry. Okay, 500 we have written 5,000. So 4,500 excess we have written. So what we should do? We should reduce that 4,500. Okay, from that account that we will learn in the lesson 9. Okay, there we will learn rectifying entries. Okay, so if there is any error at the time of preparing accounts, that will be corrected or rectified by the preparation of rectifying entries. Understood? Then the next two entries, adjusting entries. Here this one also I have told you that which one, the concept. Okay, which concept? That accrual concept. There all the outstanding expenses, then prepaid expenses, then income, accrued income not yet received, then income received in advance. All these we have to prepare the adjusting entries. Okay, because this, then interest on capital, interest on drawings, all these we are going to learn in the 13th lesson. I have told you many times in the when we prepare the trading and profit and loss account, we have to learn some adjusting entries. For this one, we have to write the journal entry. Then we have outstanding expenses, we should add along with the expense, because we should show all the expenses, all we can say the matching concept also. All the expenses must be matched with all income related to that accounting year. So we have to add that one. Without, simply we cannot add. By preparing the adjusting entry only, we can prepare this, we can add that amount along with that particular expense or income, or we can deduct from that expense or income. Okay, that they are called the adjusting entries. This also we will, okay, I have told you, we will learn in the 13th lesson. Okay, then after this one, transferring entry. What is transferring entry? We have prepared adjusting entry. Adjusting entry must be transferred to profit and loss account. So we have to prepare a transferring entry. Only then we can transfer that amount, this outstanding expense, to the profit and loss account. Okay, so we have studied all the types of journal entries. Okay, I will send you the page. You can refer that. Okay, read and understand. Any doubt you ask me. Now we will prepare the journal entries. Okay, journal entries. How to prepare journal entries? Analysis of accounts, that is called. Okay, first they will give the transaction. Okay, for example, paid Anbu rupees 10,000 by check. I have already told you many times, commenced business with cash and all, isn't it? Cash will be debited. So First, you should remember that one from the viewpoint of the business only, we have to prepare the journal entry. Okay. From the business, we have paid Anbu rupees 10,000 by check. Okay. So, here one account involved is Anbu, isn't it? We are giving and he is receiving. Then, the another one by check means who is going to pay that one? The bank. Okay, so one Anbu, another one bank. Here both are personal account. Which accounts? So second step, first we have to identify the account name. Then we have to analyze which account they are involved. Okay, whether 3 accounts are there, personal, real or nominal. Here both are personal. Okay, Anbu. First one Anbu. Then another one bank. Here's what is, now you have to apply the rule. What is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is receiving? Paid Anbu. So Anbu didn't pay. We are paying Anbu. So Anbu is the receiver. Then who is giving that amount to Anbu? The bank. Sorry, receiver, giver. Okay, so debit the receiver, credit the giver. The account involved are Anbu and bank. So we have to write. Now that 5 columns will be there, isn't it? Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Okay, date we have to write first year. Okay, for example 2019. January, then one small column, number 1. Okay, date 1. Now here you have to start. Okay, what should be debited? Receiver should be debited, giver should be credited. So Anbu's account, if we write the person's name, we should write apostrophe S, then A/C. Then so okay, near this is LF. Okay, debtor 2 we have to write in the next line after leaving little space. 2, who is the giver? Bank. So bank should be credited to bank account. If we write that person's name, you should write apostrophe S. Okay, otherwise simply we can write. Then one bracket we should write, that is called narration. How we should write it? Paid Anbu by check. Paid Anbu by check. Okay, then write the amount 10,000 in the debit column, in the credit column. Okay, then you have to draw line only for this one. Okay, should not draw line here. Now one over. Okay, another one we will see. Okay, this one from the personal account. Another one we will see from the real account. Okay, one next transaction, furniture purchased for cash rupees 5,000. Okay, now first one what we should do, we have to identify the account, 2 accounts, minimum 2 accounts. Okay, here one is furniture, then another one cash. Okay, this cash. So we are purchasing furniture. So both are furniture and cash. Both which account? Real account. This is working. Okay, no need to write. This also real account. Then real account, what is the rule? Debit the debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Furniture is coming in, isn't it? So comes in. Cash is going out. So comes in should be debit, goes out should be credited. Okay, this we have to do in our mind. Okay, now in a rough paper you can write this one and you can see. Okay, now we will write the journal entry. Okay, same year you have to write. Okay, year, then month, date. Then which account should be debited? Furniture account, debtor. Then first only we should write the year. Okay, year, then second month, then now we should write only the date. Okay, date if it is 6. Okay, 6. No need to write this again and again in the continuous one problem. Okay, furniture account, debtor to cash account. Narration, furniture purchased for cash. Purchased furniture for cash. Amount 5,000. Okay, only draw one line here. Okay, now we have understood one, both personal account, real account. Then one for example we will see for the nominal account. Okay, third example, paid rent of rupees 5,000 in cash. Here the expense name rent. Okay, then we are paying cash, so account involved 2, rent, cash. Rent and cash. Okay, here rent account nominal account, cash account real account. For nominal, what is the debit all expenses and losses. Okay, so this is an expense, so we should debit. Here cash, what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here the cash is going out, so we should credit. Okay, now we will write the entry. Date, then particulars column. Okay, first debit, rent account, debtor. Rent account, debtor to cash account. That you see the first letter should be in capital letter. Then this A also must be in capital letter. Then paid rent. Okay, in short also we can write there furniture purchased. Okay, you can write in short also paid rent, or for cash paid rent in cash, anything you can write. Then write the amount 5,000, 5,000. Then draw a line. Okay, in the particulars column. So shall we see one illustration? I will show to you. Okay, some of the, I think otherwise we will start. Otherwise if we start now it will go for a long time. Okay, so I will start the illustration 6th one in the tomorrow's class. Okay, so today you should see the read the types of entries and how to prepare. You can see the illustration and get ready for the tomorrow's class. Okay students, thank you very much.